have given all of us is teaching us that faith can move mountains. Thank you, and happy birthday. We love you.
Hi, Grandma. Happy birthday. 2 things I love about you is that we have the same taste in food with our plain burgers, no bun, and that no matter what craziness is going on in my life, you always offer a very calm presence. Love you. Happy birthday.
Hi, Mom. Happy birthday. I am more than pleased to be a part of this 90 Reasons Why We Love You. Today is actually Thanksgiving Day 2020, and what a year it's been. So that's how I'm going to begin, because if anything, you taught me how to accept and how to tolerate things that don't always go the way you want them to. So with that in mind, here I go. The first reason, there's many reasons I love you, but I was just brainstorming and this is what I came up with, my little list. So here's my cheat sheet notes, or forgive me for using a rough draft. Anyway, first thing that came to mind was the cultural experiences that you taught me how to appreciate. We went to the Baltimore Museum of Art. We went to museums in Philadelphia. We went to estates like the DuPont estate, Jim Thorpe's in Pennsylvania. We went to so many different places, and Monticello. You just taught me to appreciate the beauty of art and culture and history too. I remember our trip to Stonewall Jackson's grave site with Dad and you, and just enjoying the day in Middleburg and Virginia, and just so many fun cultural experiences that you and I shared together. So you definitely passed on a love for that. Oh, and all the Broadway shows that we loved. I mean, how many times have we all seen Les Mis? Number 2 is your constant support and encouragement and the confidence that you instilled in me, especially opening the Playhouse. I would call, be sitting there all by myself, and you would just always reinforce what a great idea it was and to keep on moving and it'll take off, and it did. And you never doubted me. And if I ever was feeling down, I always knew I could call you to get a little pick me up. So thank you. Our senior year, or not our senior year, my senior year was fabulous. I will always remember coming down the stairs, hearing you getting home from work, and me saying, I missed the bus. And then you would say, wanna go to Perkins? So lots of fun breakfast memories at Perkins, and just the whole senior year where it was just you and me at home. I can't read my number 4, sincere interest. You just always did have sincere interest. Oh, all of our dinners together at Charlestown and even before Charlestown. I love sharing a meal with you and the sincere interest that you always have. Your faith in God, obviously, that's a huge one, and I bet everyone's going to say that. So that might be a broken record, but you have a solid, rock hard faith in God, and you pass that on to all of us. You accept what God has given you with grace. And I know you have vision problems, you have so many limitations and challenges that you face with grace. You never complain about pain, and you just accept wholeheartedly. Number 7 is a joke. Love for dogs. I know you don't love our dogs, but we sure do love our dogs, and you even accept them too. You are such a hard worker. You worked so hard helping raise a family of 8 children, and I commend you for your unwavering, endless ethic toward work and the value of work. Your love for Dad and the beauty of a strong relationship. You definitely had your ups and downs, and you guys persevered for over 50 years, showing a loving relationship to each other. I'm going on way too long. And also, just your enjoyment of simple pleasures. All of our picnics at Catoctin on Mother's Day. You just have a love for simple pleasures in life, and I think that's awesome. An appreciation for the important stuff. So I love you. Happy birthday, and to many more. Mwah.
Some of the reasons I love Grandma are that she's very, very supportive of me and riding. She always texts me after horse shows to say congratulations and is very interested and asks how things are doing and how things are going. Also, she's such a pleasant person to be around. She's always happy and has a smile on her face, and I love her very much.
Hey Mom, happy birthday. It's a big one. Some of the thoughts I had or memories that I'd like to share, and this might sound silly, but as a kid it was very important. You always let us pick out our own candy. Once a month when we went to the store for big shopping. I remember when I was going to try out for Flag Girl, I had to do a baton routine, and after working really hard to come up with a routine myself to Sousa Stars and Stripes Forever, you watched it and then you hired a tutor, which was the best thing you could have done because then I made it. Drove me everywhere, Dolphin Club, 4-H meetings, summer band. Allowed me to host a luncheon on my 12th birthday with some of my close friends where I made chicken a la king, and you drove us to see Hello Dolly at the Indianapolis Theater downtown. Introduced me to spice cake and panucci icing, which is my favorite. Every year I have it for my birthday. You let me take over your kitchen. You watched all our plays and ballets. And you always made holidays and birthdays special. I hope this is a really good one, and you know that you feel all the love coming at you from all these people, and you know, happy birthday. Bye.
Happy birthday, Grandma.
Happy birthday.
From Wesley, Katie, and Alex. I still think about the tree in your front yard in Ellicott City and climbing it with Abby and all the good times we had. So I miss you. I can't wait to see you again. And we love you so much.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Hi Grandma, happy birthday, love you. My favorite memory is when we used to have piñatas every Christmas. I hope you have a good day.
Happy birthday, Grandma. I love you at you the big household.
Hi, Grandma. Happy birthday. We love you because you've always had an open door for us. We love you and we miss you, and we hope you have an amazing day.
Love you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. I love you.
Say happy birthday.
Hi Mom, it's Julie. There are so many reasons, but number one is your listening skills. You listen better than anybody I know. You make people feel like you're the only one in the room. So I love that about you. Number two is that you're very calm. You're very practical. If I am confused about things, I just call Mom, and you know, she just keeps me so grounded. I just love all of your advice and how you look at things. Also, I love your spirit and your adventurous nature. Whether you want to go to a museum or dinner or whatever, you're up for everything, even classes. I mean, you took astrophysics. I'm like, Mom, why are you taking that? So you just love to learn. But most of all, it's because of your faith. You've had a lot of crosses to endure, and your patience, your perseverance has been such a testament to the faith and your trust and love in God. And that is why you are the beautiful person that you are. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Ma Ramjet. I just am thankful for all of the questions that you asked me. In fact, I can't wait to hear more. Second, you know, I've been around longer than other than your children. I know you better than anyone else. And those sayings that you say, like the word blast, of course you can't say it now. You'd be considered a terrorist. And I would just like to thank you for your faith. Your faith makes me stronger, and I want to say thank you for that. Happy birthday.
Hi Grandma, it's Christine. Happy birthday. 2 reasons why I like Grandma. I would say she always tells it like it is and not afraid to speak her mind, and she likes ice cream just as much as I do.
Hi, Mom, and happy birthday. There are so many things that I love about you. And just know this isn't an all-inclusive list, nor is it in any list of priorities, because they're all important to me. But the one thing that I really wanted to mention was that I really appreciate that we're both nurses. And I think that gives us a lot of commonalities, a lot of things in the way we think and problem solve. But mostly I love the way that you use your nursing to care for all people, not just people at the bedside, but it's a vocation for you. And you take that forward in everybody you meet, and it's really apparent. Secondly, I just love your smile. I love how easy you are with a laugh, your great sense of humor, and how even though I'm not a really funny person at all, you always make me feel funny. You're just so lighthearted, and I love that about you. Another thing, I love the way you listen with your whole body. I know when I'm talking to you that you're not thinking about what you want to say unrelated to me. You really listen with your whole heart, your whole soul, and you let me brag about my family, grandkids, and when things aren't even going well for me, you always take my side. So I know I always have an advocate in you. You're just such a special listener. Another thing that I love about you is how you taught us gratitude, how that you would always, whenever we got a gift, did you write your thank you card? Did you write to Sister Martha, Mary Lou, Grandma, and tell them how much you appreciate it? So the list goes on, and the most important thing is your faith, how you taught us all to have faith unconditionally. And there's not much more we can say about that because it's just the very soul of who you are. And I thank you for passing that and helping us to develop our faith as well. Bringing your joy in life. I love that everything that you do with great joy and contentment. You taught us how not to be afraid to be alone, how to enjoy our own solitude, our own sense of self. And contentment is a big word that you have instilled in us, how important it is just to be content wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and just finding the good in all of it. I love that you are able to swirl your red wine, that you enjoy your happy hour, and you're able to eat gumdrops and Good and Plenty's at the same time. And even though I don't love my sweet tooth, it is one of my joys in life, so I'll take that one. Another thing that I love about you is how you love to travel and how you are always able to tell us stories and make your travel experiences come to life. And that, of course, gave me my desire to travel and my wanderlust. And it's probably the most important thing that I do in my life that you really encouraged us, that our world's our oyster. There's no place we should be afraid to try. And then I love that you love to read and that you encouraged us to read and would take us to the library when we were little kids. And it didn't matter how many books we wanted to check out. All of us with piles of books, and it was fine. All sources of media, taking us to the movies and getting our candy at Walrod's before we went, taking us to the Dolphin Club so we could learn how to swim, taking us to 4-H so we could learn how to make salt and pepper shakers and learn how to do demonstrations and be comfortable with public speaking. All the things that 4-H took us. I know it's a lot for you to drive us around all the time, and I just love that you were willing to do that for us. There's so many things, but I'll stop there because my time is way over. Just know that I love you so much, and I wish you a really happy day and life and birthday.
Hi, Grandma. Happy birthday from Abby and Ella. Two of the many, many, many reasons that we love you is one of them is you always told me that blondes have more fun. And so I'm living vicariously through you and always finding the fun in things because you're so much fun to be around. And also your strength and faith has you've taught me a lot about faith and how to believe and it's just really helpful when times are hard. So we love you and we wish we could be with you.
Happy birthday, Grandma.
And why do you love Grandma?
Because you give me gumdrops.
Yummy. We love you.
Hi, Grandma. It's Maggie and Charlie.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. I love your sense of humor. I don't think I've ever cracked up as much as when we were in Spain, drinking limoncello, making jokes about salt and pepper shakers. I also love how much love you have to give to our God, to all of us, and to anyone that you meet. Love you.
Hi Grandma, happy big 9-0. First off, I wanted to start by saying how I love how upfront and real you are. It's a breath of fresh air and you're so pleasant to be around. Also, you're really, really funny without even trying, and I always really enjoy our conversations, and I love you lots and happy birthday.
Hi, Mom. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Grandma.
All right, so we're supposed to tell you why we think you are so great, but I hope you already know that. We think that. Okay, those guys say I talk too much, so I'm going to let them start. Go ahead, Aiden.
So one thing I love about Grandma, obviously, is the tech stuff. Like, accounting for age, you are leaps and bounds above any of your children in terms of technological knowledge or ability, especially this one. So you've been a most patient and great student. Some other people I know have just said, oh, I'm 86 years old, why would I even bother learning that? You learned it and you still know how to text, which is, I'm extremely proud of you for that and love you a lot for that.
Okay.
One thing I love about Grandma is her faith. I like how she's always praying for us and how she sets a good example and how she raised my mom very Catholic, so she's able to raise us Catholic.
Okay, now my turn. Gosh, there's so many things. I think you're such an example of strength. I know that you are in pain every day, all day for many, many years, and you never complain. You always have this great big warm smile on your face that's super welcoming, and I just always love when I can like walk into your house and there's your smile and your open arms, and it's just so great to be with someone who really, I know you want to be with me and I want to be with you, and you're really interested in hearing all the mundane things I want to talk about. All right.
Another thing I love about Grandma is how she's a family matriarch at this point. That sounds kind of negative, but she's gotten to the point where, I don't mean it that way, she's gotten to the point where she's earned all of our love and respect to the point where she is the top dog in the family.
Yep. Okay. You win.
Yep.
Scott agrees. And very supportive. You've gone to Scott's basketball games and you've been very interested in hearing all about Aiden's Army stuff. And like I said, everything I talk about. I love all of our conversations, especially that I can talk to you about, something from theological stuff to just laughing about something silly that happened. Just there's so much that we can always share. I love all your book recommendations too. So we have this long list, but I think we're just kind of ad-libbing it now. Anyway, Mom, we just love you so much, and we wish that we could spend more time together. I miss having you here more. And my glasses, you say it.
The sweet tooth.
Oh, the sweet tooth, of course. Well, that came from Grandma Bush, I think. Black licorice and cake and cookies. Yep, we got all that from you too. Good and plenties. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I also love how through Grandma I've gotten to know Karen and my mother and all her siblings, my aunts and uncles, a lot better. Like, it's nice to see the source basically. And then also hear stuff maybe that I wouldn't have heard from them, mm-hmm. like in terms of life stories.
Yeah, like your confirmation name. Mm. Okay. So anyway, should we sing Happy Birthday?
No. Also, we loved how Grandma's always praying for all of us, and we pray for her too. You said that? Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay.
The example of faith. I bet every single person said that. The great example of faith, and the whole big family togetherness. Okay. Anyway, we could probably go on and on and on, but Kathy is limiting us and we'll be very upset if we go over our limit. Sorry, Kathy. No, you won't.
Yeah. Also, love how none of us would be here without your Grandma, quite literally.
That's true. That's true. Okay, so happy birthday to you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Love you, Grandma.
Love you. Bye.
I love Grandma's hugs and her intelligence.
Okay, 8 things I love about Mom rolled into just 3. Number 1,
I love how you know how to laugh at yourself. You've had to meet so many physical challenges lately. Sometimes you get a little bit wobbly, sometimes a little funny. You never get angry. You always laugh it off, and that's amazing. Number 2, you have taught me that getting old is not for sissies. Sometimes you stumble, but you always get right back up. I hope that I can only be so tough. And number 3 says it all. You are full of grace. You live your life with dignity and eloquence, and that's an example for us all. Thank you, love you, happy 90th.